All right, so far in 2019, we've had a lot of hyped up sneakers that have come out and released. But for those people like myself that really just can't get all these hyped up sneakers, honestly, I strike out all the time. We just want to have great footwear for our feet to enjoy. And this is my list of top 10 most comfortable sneakers for 2019 so far. What is going on, guys? Hass here, CollectiveKicks.com. If you guys want to shop this week's top sneaker deals, check the link in the description down there, and happy shopping. As well as if you guys want to buy any of the top 10 shoes that I'm going to discuss in this list. Before we get into the top 10 though, this list is my personal preference and we have all different types of feet. So what may work for myself might not actually work for you guys. And that's okay, just comment what you prefer and let others know what your top 3 sneakers are for comfort. Also, this video will be sponsored by Reshoevn8r, and if you guys want to use code HESSKICKS10, you can get 10% off of your order pretty much anytime when you guys shop at Reshoevn8r. That code is always active, and it's usually always in the description of the video. Starting off with the number 10 spot though, which is hilarious. It's the only one in the countdown that I don't currently own, and that is the Hocus One. There's a couple different new versions of the Hocus One that look really intriguing. I did have a pair of Hocus back in the day. I ended up gifting them to one of my cousins, but basically the Hocus One is a really big, thick midsole shoe. It's a running shoe and it's really comfortable. It's something I never actually discussed with you guys how comfortable it was. I never gave it really a fair shake. I wore it a couple times, but the Hocus One was an extremely comfortable shoe. I can only speculate that the new version of the Hocus One is extremely comfortable, and if you guys can help me out and leave a comment in the comment section if you've used the Hocus One and your thoughts on it from a comfort level, that would be great. The stability of the Hocus One that I had was actually pretty good too. It kind of had like a rocking motion on the bottom of the shoe, so it was actually kind of fun to walk in as well. But it was a really big midsole and something that if you guys want to see a future video review on, let me know and I'll buy the newest version. I just haven't got one yet. So the number 9 spot goes to the Adidas Free Hiker with the Terex collaboration. As you can see right here, this pair got super muddy. As you could see, I wore this one out and about through trails and stuff like that. We had a volunteer day at work, so I was out there trail riding with these. But I did clean up one of them with Reshoevn8r, as you guys can see. Honestly, I love using the collapsible dish, a little bit of the soap, and then just the all-around brush works great. If you get the firm bristle, the 3-brush set, it's my favorite. The best thing that you can get though on Reshoevn8r's website is the 3-brush laundry system in my mind, because you have all 3 different types of brushes for different uppers and outsoles, and then you also have the laundry system, so you could do a basic clean on it. After wearing videos, I like to clean them up real good because sometimes the insides are just a little bit funky. So if you use the laundry system, basically you give it the cleanup like this, but then you'll throw it in the laundry bags and have the tree inserts. I actually use the laundry soap as well. It smells good, and it really gives it a nice deep clean inside and out. But as you can see though, I cleaned up one of them for the video so I can have a nice clean one to talk to you guys about. This shoe is the number 9 spot on the countdown though. It's a new model with boots. It's probably one of the best ones that nobody's talking about. Price point's kind of high. I think it was like $225, but it's a really comfortable shoe. You can see from the midsole, it has a lot of extra added stability, has the heel cup right here. It also has fused material all around the upper, and it is a waterproof upper, which is kind of nice also. You do have a toe guard section down here, and then it's snug around the tongue section also. The band right here gives you a little bit extra lockdown if you really want it. I don't need it because I don't wear it as it's probably intended for hiking and whatnot. It's a real comfortable shoe casually, and I do have the All-Train Ultra Boost as well, and I like this one equally as much. They're both great shoes, honestly. The only pain point for some people will be the toe cap section right here. Sometimes your foot gets caught in the hyper-fused material right in the front, but honestly, it's really nice to have that guard protection right there. The reason why it's in the countdown though is that Boost midsole is super comfortable, still tried and true, and this model being a new one for 2019 had to be on my list. Number 8 spot on the countdown goes to the New Balance 990 V5. This shoe is super comfortable, man. Really nice materials, really solid build on here, made in the USA, as they definitely let you know on the tongue here. But it's a really comfortable shoe, has a dad sort of vibe to it, but really great on feet. Very wide foot friendly as well. I love that. And it's just really easy to throw on and get going. I don't know the proprietary cushioning of New Balance or anything like that. It says it has end cap here for the stability, but I think it's just a regular rubber foam combination down here on the bottom of the shoe. Whatever they got going on, it works great. I believe the price point's around $170 for a pair of these. But they do have the V4 versions that look very similar and probably feel extremely similar on feet that you can get closer to $100 online. So maybe check the open market for a pair of those that I'll try to link as well. But great shoe, very comfortable, number 8 spot. Next up, we have the Nike React Element 87 as well as the ISPA version. This shoe is the most recent one that I got. I know this was shoe of the year last year, 2018. This colorway came out in 2019. I scooped it up on a Nike sale for 25 or 30% off. Super stoked that I got it under retail. Just an amazing colorway in my mind. I really love the look of it. And it has the crazy React midsole. The React cushioning system is very, very comfortable. It's soft, it's squishy. It has a little bit of bounce to it as well. But it's just a really good feel on feet. The minimal traction on the bottom of the shoe though, as you can see with these crazy little nibs in the big section right here, definitely will show a little bit more wear and tear. Also, a lot of people don't like the creasing in the midsole, and the biggest complaint a lot of people had was the heel collar section back here. It kind of stabs you in your feet a little bit. If the upper wasn't uncomfortable, these would definitely place higher on the countdown. Still, nonetheless, it's a top 10 contender for most comfortable shoe of 2019. The number 6 spot on my countdown goes to the Alpha Boost, and it looks like the Alpha Bounce, but look a little bit closer. This is the Boost version. A lot of people didn't know that these came out. I did a review of these because I was super stoked that they actually came out with one. Like, it was just a crazy random drop. Nobody really talked about it, and then all of a sudden it happened. It is a really comfortable shoe though, and it definitely earns a top 10 spot in the countdown. Not a top 5 in my opinion, but definitely in the top 10. I found this more comfortable than the other shoes that I already mentioned out here, which is obviously why it's in the position that it is in, but it's also not as comfortable as some of the other shoes that I'm going to show you in just a second. Regardless, it has the Alpha Bounce upper, which actually I really appreciate and like. It's a really nice upper. Then you have a really huge, big Boost midsole. If you saw my review of the midsole though, your foot doesn't actually sit on top of all of the Boost. It kind of sits in a boat of Boost and comes up around the sides. So it's kind of misleading the way it looks like there's so much crazy amounts of Boost. You're actually only sitting on maybe that much of it, but it still is a really comfortable model, and this one again is wide foot friendly. I went true to size and it fit perfectly for me. And actually, as for the sizing, all of these I went true to size. 9.5 is my true size, 9.5 is my true size, and that's what I got on the rest of these shoes out here. 150 on this one, but the Alpha Bounce is actually really good too, and honestly you can get those for 50 bucks or so. And it's probably more of a bargain deal to get the Alpha Bounce than it is the Alpha Boost. They'll probably wait for them to drop a little bit in price. So rounding out the top 5, we have the Adidas Night Jogger. And this is a model that I've grown to really, really like. First of all, the aesthetics of the shoe I think look better than most of the shoes that are out here. I think that the overall look of this shoe is actually really rad. I love the different layers on the upper. And I've mentioned this many times in my reviews and whatnot. It's just a great looking shoe. It doesn't get a lot of love on the hype market or the resale market, but it's a shoe that you can buy online in a bunch of different colorways. And once you get them, you'll be pleasantly surprised. It's just one of those shoes that's really comfortable, has a Boost midsole. It's a casual shoe, it's not a performance shoe. So if you're looking for something that has a little bit more performance in mind, this might not be it. Alpha Bounce might be a better choice for you than this, but I mean, I just love the look of the shoe. I think it looks great. You have stability with added support here, and the Boost is just enough where it's comfortable. It's not crazy amounts, but it's comfortable enough and it feels great on feet. This is definitely one of those shoes that I consider top 5 for this year in comfort, and overall it's one of my favorite looking shoes rounding out the top 5. So number 5 spot, and again, true to size for this one, fit me perfectly. So the number 4 spot goes to this sleeper right here, the Nike EXP X14 with React. They don't say it, but this shoe does have React on it, and I think that that was kind of a miss. It was definitely something that they should have touted a little bit more, and maybe it would have gained a little bit more attention. Regardless, it's a really comfortable shoe. Casually speaking, this shoe is perfect. It's really, really comfortable. It's lightweight, it's breathable. The overall look of the shoe I think looks pretty good as well. But the best part for me is I got these for $25 from the Nike outlet. If you guys missed that video, super crazy, super happy that I got them. $25, man. I mean, you can't beat that. As soon as I got them, I threw them on feet immediately. They're just super comfortable, and I like the look of the shoe, and I don't know. This is an all-around win for 25 bucks, obviously. $50, $75 I paid full retail for my first pair of these, also at $120. So like, it's worth $120, $115 or whatever, but $25 is a mega bargain because it's just that comfortable of a shoe. The React midsole is super nice on it. It's not as wide in the back as some of the other models, but the forefoot is really wide, so it's definitely comfortable on my feet. But an all-around great shoe, and definitely a sleeper in my mind for the number 4 spot on the countdown. So moving on to the number 3 spot, we have the Adidas Ultra Boost 19. Now this is a shoe that a lot of people love to hate. It's not their favorite model. They don't love the look of the shoe. They don't like the little cage thing on the back. They don't like the tongue. There's a lot of things to not like. They don't like this part here. But at the end of the day, it is a super comfortable shoe, and it's snug. And if you like that, this is a shoe for you. I personally don't love a snug fit on my feet, but this is one of the exceptions where I definitely had to have it in the top 3 because The boost in the shoe is really, really good. It's very felt. The stability again is really good on the shoe, surprisingly, with the heel counter here the way it is. I actually like this design. The one thing I don't really like is the cage, and I actually did a video of removing the cage and it actually worked really well, and I'm wearing those shoes. Those other ones are in my garage right now. We'll see what happens to this if I do a hydro dip on it. Hopefully it will turn out well. But all in all, it's a really comfortable shoe, and it's one of those shoes that if you gave a chance, a lot of people really like it. Some people might not like it, and again, leave comments in the comment section either way on any of these shoes. Things that you like, things that you dislike. $180 price point might not settle too well with people out there, so definitely look around for deals. I've posted these as low as $120 as of right now. Hopefully they'll be dropping more in prices, but it's a really, really good shoe. Continental rubber, lots of traction, good stability, lots and lots of cushioning, great lockdown, and honestly, the overall aesthetics I don't mind at all. But for a new contender for 2019, it's a top 3 for me. Ultra Boost 19. All right, so the number 2 spot on the countdown totally blindsided me. Definitely did not see this coming, but this is the React Presto by Nike. This is my custom one that I did. You could see that I made it like the Pharrell style with the laces. I cut the cage off and just made it a little bit different because I hated the cage. I thought it looked terrible. Honestly, the overall design of the shoe I didn't really love. It was kind of the love child between a Nike Presto and a Nike React model, probably close to the 87 or 55 because of the little pods everywhere. But when I put these on feet, I was just like, whoa, wait a minute. Like this is like definitely the best parts of the Presto enhanced, and then the best parts of the React Element enhanced. Then you have this shoe right here. Even though it's not my favorite looking shoe, it's definitely one of the most comfortable shoes of the year. The upper is super flexible, so if you're looking for something for the gym or something, I mean, look at my thumb poking out right there. Like, it's not something that you probably want to use for performance, but if you like that loose feel on your feet, honestly, this feels great. It's just super, super loose, so you just have to keep that in mind. Your feet kind of wobbles inside of the shoe. But it's so great. The midsole of the shoe really helps make the shoe with that upper. It's kind of a neoprene type upper with the super, super nice React midsole. The best part though is the price point is only like 120 bucks. And I mean, that's not bad. I mean, I would honestly expect 160 for what you get in the shoe. So 120 is a bargain for getting really, really good amount of React, decent traction on the shoe, and a really comfortable upper. That's what the React Element was missing, was the comfortable upper, in my opinion, and this one delivers on that note 100%. Plus, it gives you a little nostalgic feel to that Presto vibe, which I'm a huge fan of the Prestos. I have 4 pairs still in my collection. And we'll have a follow-up video on these after wearing for a month. You can see that the bottoms are a bit dirty already, so I've definitely been wearing them around, trying to wear them as much as possible. But the number 2 spot on the countdown, very, very surprised on how great these shoes are. All right, so we made it to the number 1 spot on the countdown. If you guys enjoyed the video and the countdown, this was your guys' suggestion based on another video that I posted. So shout out to you guys that actually took the time to leave the comment in that video and say, yes, Hess, do a top 10 comfortable sneakers of 2019 video. So thank you guys for taking the time to do it, and so I'm taking my time making the video for you guys. But the number 1 spot on the countdown shouldn't be a surprise to a lot of you guys. For me personally, this is a Pegasus 35 Turbo with React and Zoom X, and it is an amazingly comfortable shoe. I can't say enough good things about this shoe. It's hands down my favorite shoe of 2018, and it's definitely my favorite shoe of this year as well. One of my favorite shoes by far that I've tried on probably ever from Nike, just because it's just a great fit for my foot personally, and the overall comfort and the cushioning and the fact that they're lightweight, breathable, with a detached tongue. You don't have a fly knit upper or anything like that, like a knit upper. I love the fact that this has everything that it has. It's the perfect combination for a shoe for me. The aesthetics are cool. I actually really like that down the front of the shoe. It looks crazy. And I have a custom coming that I can't wait to show you guys as well. That's gonna have some stripe action on the all white pair that I did. I think the overall looks of the shoe is excellent. This colorway specifically is one of my favorites as well. You have the React midsole actually down here where the Zoom X says Zoom X, and then up on this layer is Zoom X, which is the lightest, like softest material that Nike makes. You have minimal kind of traction on the bottom, but it's reliable and nice with a little piping around the shoe. It's detached at the top, but it is attached on the side, so you get good lockdown, but you have the nice aesthetic of the tongue. And I actually like the little widow's peak on the back too. I think it adds a little cool effect to the shoe. The one big negative that a lot of people have had problems with, and you can see mine does too a little bit, is the splitting right there in between the 2 materials. That will split and you can just glue it back together. Honestly, I know we shouldn't have to do that considering it's a $180 shoe, But if you do have that problem, that is a solution, obviously, that you can do. But this is a really versatile shoe as well, because a lot of people use this one for running, because it is a running shoe, obviously. But for casual wear, I mean, this is my favorite go-to shoe any day of the week. Just an amazing all-around shoe. And that's by far my favorite shoe of 2019. I can't see anything surpassing this personally this year, maybe even next year. I don't even know. I mean, it's like, again, the perfect shoe for me. But leave a comment in the comment section. What did I get right? What did I get wrong? And I mean, based on you guys' feet, everybody has different feet, like I said, so everybody should have different opinion. Definitely want to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section. Leave maybe your top 3 favorite comfortable shoes of the year so far. But anyways, that is my top 10. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and it was somewhat informative to you guys. If you guys want to buy any of the shoes that I discussed in the video, feel free, check the link in the description. I do get a kickback from some of the purchases that you guys make, so I appreciate it when you guys do that. Also, if you want to buy some Reshoevn8or, sneaker cleaner, anything on their site, save 10% off your entire order with HesKicks10. And the link is in the description for that as well. But hopefully you guys have a really good day, though. Thank you for stopping by and watching. We'll catch you guys for some more videos soon. Peace, guys.